Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a general reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for May 2023, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future, answering the question, what do you need to know right now in order to move forward in alignment with your higher self? As always, I've gone ahead and pulled the overall energy for the reading, the oracle cards, as well as the overall theme of the reading. This week I've actually clarified it with a separate deck. So we'll be using 3 decks in this reading, including the extended. So I've already shuffled the deck that we'll be diving into, as well as the decks we'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Leo. In your recent past, and the way that I'm kind of reading this is more like less about what happened. We'll dive into more about what happened in tarot, but this is like, what is the purpose for your recent past? Because you have a win-win outcome as forecast with the 2 of Wands. So whatever happened in your recent past, it put you into alignment with a win-win outcome. It almost feels like it, like you, I don't know, like, I mean, if you look at this 2 of Wands, like he has like the world in his hand, right? Like it feels like it opened up possibilities for you. Whatever it was, it could have still been painful, but I still feel like it opened up possibilities for you. Now, in your current energy, you have don't let your past hold you back with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So there is an opportunity that you're wanting to come to fruition here, and it's trying to. What you want wants you. However, there's aspect of your past that's holding you back. I don't know if you're attached to something from your past, or you're attached to limiting beliefs that exist in your past, or if you're just kind of struggling to break out of those. I'm not quite sure, but we will get more when we dive into tarot, because your immediate future, you have the energy is gaining momentum with the Page of Cups in reverse. Make sure that you are listening to the messages of the universe right now, because things are trying to move forward toward what you want, but I also feel like there's action or something that's needed from you in order for that to take place. Because it's like the energy is trying to move you there, but you have to be able to let go and allow the energy to move you there. If you're fighting against it, then it's not going to be able to take you to where you're trying to go. Now, the overall energy for the reading, you have squaring the circle with the 3 of Pentacles here. I really thought this was interesting because I actually had to look up the squaring the circle card. I looked at it in the book and then also online, and it's I've pulled this card before, but the way that the message is coming through is different than before. And it's like a mathematic problem or something, but there's basically in spirituality, it means being able to see equally in all directions, being able to see equally above, below, in, and out. The quote is, as above, so below, as within, so without. If you can see through your reality without judgment or without illusion, then you can see the truth of what is really happening here. I know that's a little bit philosophical, but I feel like when it ties into the reading, it's basically saying being able to understand why things happen the way they did so that you can move forward with the confidence that things are going to work out for you. Because what it's saying is this is the only way that things are going to come together for you. Being able to understand that your past has led you here, and what you're going through now is leading you to your future, and it's all happening for you, not to you, things in that sense. But let's start, Leo, by looking at your recent past, clarifying a win-win outcome is forecast with the 2 of Wands. This is recent past for Leo, please. One more. This is recent past for Leo. This is for Leo's recent past. Win-win outcome is forecast with the 2 of Wands. The Knight of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, and there's that. Ooh, okay. You have that 3 of Pentacles is right there, and the same Ace of Pentacles in reverse is right there. So what I'm seeing here is I feel like you've actually been working toward this for a while. You've been working toward something, but things haven't come to fruition yet. Now, I also feel like you've had to step out of your comfort zone in a pretty big way to take action toward this. But I feel like there's a part of you that's still being held back from fully embracing this Ace of Pentacles that you're wanting. It's almost like there's still maybe like some doubt or something. I feel like this is going to tie together in an interesting way, I feel like. But let's get more. This is for Leo's recent past. Because it's almost like you've set yourself up for this Ace of Pentacles, for this opportunity, through the actions you've taken in your past. Recent past for Leo. There you are. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Nine of Wands in reverse, Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay. So your recent past, you were hitting, I feel like you both were and are hitting a lot of obstacles. Now, it's interesting because the way that you have moved through these obstacles and that you've allowed yourself to grow from the challenges and the things that you've had to face, those situations are what made room for this Ace of Pentacles. Because it's almost like what you have, like how you've handled your past has set you up for your future. That's exactly what this feels like. It's like your past brought you into alignment. Yeah, it brought you into alignment with this win-win outcome. Interesting, Leo. Let's get more. Because definitely you were working through a lot of obstacles. Like a lot of, like having to climb a lot of mountains, it feels like. Move a lot of mountains even. Recent past for Leo. To make room for this in your life. Recent past for Leo. Does Leo need to know about the recent past? Okay, here we go. So, in working toward this, you've had to face some loss. So you have the Six of Swords in reverse, Five of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, Magician in reverse. You've had to face some loss. And the things that you had to lose were actually the things that were keeping you stuck. Stuck in not being able to have this Ace of Pentacles. Now, you have the Temperance in reverse with the Magician in reverse. So you are still doubting, and I said this, that what you're ultimately wanting is ever going to come to fruition. Like, really, truly, I feel like doubting your capabilities, doubting the universe, doubting your path, because it really does feel like what happened in your past brought you into alignment with your path. And you have this Lovers in reverse card here, which is basically to me saying that the reason that you doubt so much, Leo, is because you don't feel deserving. You don't feel fully deserving of what it is, of this Ace of Pentacles, of whatever it is you're wanting to manifest. And so I feel like there were things that you had to lose to realize that you deserved better. And although that has been very challenging for you, I also feel like it's been very, insightful doesn't even cut it. Like, it's taught you a lot about what you do deserve and what is possible and what, you're capable of even. It's almost like you built so much strength through the things that you've been through, and that's why you've been able to set yourself up for these opportunities. Now, you do have Don't Let Your Past Hold You Back. So, well, hang on. Let me pull more cards before I start talking about it. Current energy for Leo, clarifying, don't let your past hold you back with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Current energy for Leo. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Cups. Ooh, okay. Death in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. Ace of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, here's what's interesting. And I feel like I've been saying this, like this has been such a big theme in a lot of the readings I've done this week, is that you want things to change. You want this Ace of Pentacles to take place. However, you are resisting the changes that are needed for the change. Because there are things that you're needing to change in order for the change to take place. Like, for instance, you're wanting to pursue a passion full-time and have that create you a source of income, but instead of making the changes of, maybe leaving your 9 to 5 and giving, full time to that passion, you're staying in your 9 to 5 and wishing things would change. That doesn't have to be what it is, but you can apply that to a lot of different situations. So it feels like it's like you're wanting this Ace of Pentacles, but there are little changes that are needing to take place to get you there. Because this wheel, it wants to turn in your favor. But you have to let it. That's what this is talking about. You have to let the energy take you there. But instead it feels like you're resisting it. It feels like you're resisting it. Why did I not take a card just then? Let's do that one. Current energy for Leo. Current energy for Leo, please. The Hierophant, the Temperance in reverse. You need to change your perspective on why things haven't happened for you yet. Because it's not that it hasn't, it's that it's that you haven't made it happen. And that's a hard pill to swallow, because you might be like, well, I've done everything I can. Don't think you have. I don't think you have. I think there are certain changes that you're needing to make, and changes that you've been receiving messages about. Because remember, it's as above, so below, as within, so without. Your beliefs about your reality are going to be the reality that you experience. So if you believe that what you're experiencing right now is all that's possible, that's all you're going to experience. And I feel like that's what this is talking about. It's getting like kind of into some deeply like kind of spiritual aspects of like what's going on here. Current energy for Leo. So widen your perspective a little bit, because it's not that it hasn't happened, it's that it hasn't been able to. But why? Because I do feel like you're trying. Hang on, I want to ask that question actually. Why hasn't it happened? I feel like it has to do with you, like something from your past, because you don't let your past hold you back. So let me get more for Leo's current energy. More for Leo's current energy, please. Why hasn't this opportunity been able to happen? The Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands. It's the second time we've seen the Queen of Cups. Can I get more on this? The Magician in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse with the Empress. Okay. So, you've experienced some painful outcomes in your past. There's no doubt about that, right? And there's a part of you that has internalized that that's how things are always going to be. Like the outcomes are always going to be painful, or they're always going to be disappointing. And that keeps you from being able to fully embrace taking steps forward, because your comfort zone, Leo, has become lack and survival mode and hard times. And, like for instance, if you're wanting to be able to live in a financially abundant life, you're so used to barely being able to pay the bills that that's become your comfort zone. Because having an abundant, like financially abundant life is so like unknown for you. Now, I say all of this because it feels like you're doubting that your circumstances will ever be able to get better. And that within itself is making your circumstances not get better. Because if you don't think they can get better, you're not going to take action to make them better. You're going to stay stuck where you are. Because remember, your thoughts become your beliefs, become your actions, become your reality. What you think about and what you believe about your reality is going to be the actions that you take, and therefore that's going to become your reality. If you don't believe that your life can be better, if you don't believe that you can make more money, if you don't believe that you can have a better relationship, then you're going to stay right where you are, and you're not going to move forward in alignment with what you want to experience. That's why you don't let your past hold you back. Don't let what you've experienced be your cap on what you believe is possible for yourself. Because just because it's what you have experienced, it doesn't mean that's going to be what you will experience or what you can experience. Don't let what you believe about your reality because of what you've experienced be all that you think is possible. Because I feel like that's the trap you're getting stuck in now. That's why you're needing to widen your perspective. Because it's like you haven't made it happen because you don't believe it can. So it's like you're staying where you are because that's all that you think is possible for you. That's why you have this squaring the circle, needing to see the truth in all directions, needing to see that your inner world creates your outer environment, needing to understand that the 5D creates the 3D, that the more energy we give to the good things in our life is what creates more good things. Like those aspects of, reality of the universe, that is what you're needing to embrace right now. That the only thing in your way is you. Immediate future for Leo, clarifying the energy is gaining momentum with the Page of Cups in reverse. Because remember, if you're not living the life of your dreams, that is because a part of you does not believe that it is possible. Immediate future for Leo, clarifying the energy is gaining momentum with the Page of Cups in reverse. Immediate future for Leo, please. Okay. 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So, I feel like you know what you want out of life. You know exactly what you want to accomplish. You know what you want to become. You know the life you want to live. Like, you know what you want. But I also feel at the same time that the life that you want, it feels like a pipe dream. And therefore, when you look at your current reality, you focus more on the ways that, like, okay, how do I put this in words? Like, you focus on the aspects of your current reality that are unfulfilling, and you dwell on those, and it becomes a frustration instead of saying, okay, what are aspects of my current reality are unfulfilling, and what can I do about it? Because I feel like there is a part of you that is not realizing that you have way more control than you think you do. You have way more control over your reality. You have way more control over the circumstances that you're in than you think you do. And the more that you think that you don't, the more you give your power away to your circumstances. And so what I'm getting at is this 5 of Swords here is an energy of you against the world. It's a you against the world mentality. It's believing that the universe doesn't have your back. It's believing that you're never going to get there. It's believing that how your life is right now is how it's always going to be. It's believing that you are never going to be able to get to a point of abundance and fulfillment. Now, if you believe that, you will continue to experience that. However, if you can tap into these limiting beliefs that you have and release them and start taking action to align with what you want to experience instead of what you have experienced, then that's when you'll start to see real changes taking place in your life. That's going to include risk. It's going to include facing fear. It's going to include stepping out of your comfort zone. All of those things that you're wanting are on the other side of you believing that they are possible. I kind of want to take this one, actually. Immediate future for Leo. And when I talk about immediate future, it's not necessarily what's going to happen in your immediate future, right? It's more about how to handle it, because the energy is trying to pull you toward what you want, but there are certain things that are needed from you in order for you to be able to get there. Immediate future for Leo, please. Okay, 6 of Cups, Page of Wands. So there is an aspect of your inner child energy, of your past, that's keeping you held back. I want to get more on this, because this is both, like, you have past, and then this Page of Wands is inner child. It's little you. Let me get more on this. What aspect of this is holding Leo back? Okay, what in the world? What aspect? Clarifying the 6 of Cups and the Page of Wands. What aspect of Leo's inner child is holding Leo back? And how can Leo handle that? Okay, that's a lot, so it's going to take a second to talk through this. But you have the Star, the 3 of Cups in reverse, the Lovers, the Judgment in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and then obviously we're clearing the 6 of Cups and the Page of Wands, clarifying. things have fallen apart for you in the past. You've probably faced failure in relationships and career and business endeavors. You've maybe, lost everything at some point in your life, or feel like you have, right? It's this Five of Pentacles. It's this loss that you have, kind of had to face so much that it's gotten to the point that you believe that is always going to be the way that things are. Now, everything in life is temporary, right? It truly is. And the good is temporary, the bad is temporary, but the bad is always leading to the good, and we have to embrace the good while we have it. And I say all of that to say that everything that you have lost in your life has opened the door for better things to take place. But the more that you think that what is meant for you is past you, or is in your past, or that you're never going to be able to be that happy again, it's kind of similar to the Sagittarius reading a little bit. The more that you are going to continue to take action to align with those beliefs. Because this Page of Pentacles in reverse is kind of, to me, talking about this Ace of Pentacles in reverse in a way. It's like you have this opportunity, because usually when I see the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it's like an opportunity that like you might not be aware of. But with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, like she's holding it in her hand. Like this is an opportunity that you want, that you want. But it almost feels like you don't feel that it's possible, or you don't feel deserving of it, so much so that you're not even taking steps toward it. And it's because of it's almost like you've gotten to the point of like, what's the point of trying? Like if things are always going to fail, or like if things are always going to turn out, if I'm always going to experience this pain, or if things are always going to fall apart, then like why even try to push forward? And it's not that things are always going to fall apart, it's that everything leads us to something better. So the more that you take steps forward towards what it is that you want, the more that you allow those opportunities to take place, and then those opportunities eventually end, which leads you to more opportunities, and that's life, right? The growth and the experience of it all is what is kind of the point. Because whatever it is that you're wanting, it wants you. What you want wants you. But at the same time, it's almost like you're not making the changes to allow it to take place into your life, because you're so afraid of the outcome, or like you're afraid of what if things fall apart, or what if it doesn't work out, or what if blah blah blah. Like you're gonna have a million reasons to think about like what if things go wrong, right? There will always be reasons to focus on that, but that doesn't mean that things are actually going to go wrong. It means that you're thinking of all of the ways that things could go wrong. And you can think of all the ways things can go wrong and all the ways that things could go right, and you're probably not going to be right about any of them. You're not going to be right about any of them, because the things in your life that happen will always be unpredictable. And you kind of learning to embrace that unknown and say, you know what? I know that I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I also know that all I can do is try. If I don't try, I'm never going to know. And it feels like you're holding yourself back, is what I'm getting at, Leo. All right, immediate future for Leo. And the world does not want you to hold back any longer. Now, you have it's more your past is holding yourself back, right? But really, the only thing in your way is you. Immediate future for Leo. I didn't like the way that came out. Hang on, let me get clarity on this. This is for Leo's immediate future. It was supposed to come out at will again, but it didn't feel right. Immediate future for Leo, please. Immediate future for Leo. Interesting. Okay. The only way that things in your life are going to go wrong, not the only way that things are going to go wrong, that's not a good way to put that, but the only way that, like, the only reason the wheel wouldn't turn in your favor is if you held yourself back by staying in your comfort zone. It's like the only reason this wheel wouldn't turn for you, because it wants to, but the only reason it wouldn't is if you played it safe. If you played it safe and you didn't take steps out of your comfort zone, if you don't allow yourself to take advantage of this energy that's trying to come your way, to jump into this. It's like I picture like something that can take you away to whatever it is you want, but you have to choose to step into that energy stream in order for it to move you towards what you want. If you stay outside of it, it's trying to move, but you're not a part of it. You're not in alignment with it. Now, your past and the things that you've learned are trying to get you into alignment with it. But that's why it's like you're still needing to work through, not even to work through your past, but almost just like don't let your past be the blueprint for your future. Let what you've experienced lead you to what you want to experience. So don't allow yourself to play it safe. Take the risks. Align with what you want. Have what it is that you want in life, Leo, because what you want wants you. All right. We are going to hop on over to the extended. I am going to clarify these messages and dive into kind of some deeper meanings behind what's going on, and then I have an actual advice card to pull at the end. Thank you so much, Leo, as always, for your support of my channel. I do hope that this reading helped and resonated with you in a way that you were needing today, and as always, I wish you nothing but love and healing on your journey moving forward. All right, bye, Leo.